Did you know Cary, North Carolina has been named the #5 city in the whole country to live in? And today I'm going to drive you around Cary and show you why. You might research the triangle and think Cary is just another generic suburb of Raleigh, but it has a character all on its own. Great schools, an amazing downtown park, which we're in right now, and people love the lifestyle here. So come with me and I'll show you my favorite spots in Cary. Hey guys, I'm Allie Buscemi, local area realtor, and I've been helping families and professionals relocate to the Triangle for many years. If schools, a vibrant downtown, a quiet community that has small town appeal but access to bigger cities, RTP, airport, if all of that is in your priority list, Cary is definitely a town to check out. But first, an overview of Cary by the numbers. Cary has around 184,000 people, and that's up about 5% in the last 5 years. 1% annual growth, which is a sustainable rate that still makes this area a great investment. It is located 8 miles from downtown Raleigh, about like a 15-minute drive, about the same distance to the airport. It's truly the sweet spot of Western Wake County. Cary is about 60 square miles, and there's around 3,000 people per square mile. So you can have space without feeling isolated, enough density to feel community, but definitely still have suburban appeal. You can, of course, be at the mountains or beach in around 2 hours, a great pro of the whole triangle. A lot of triangle suburbs kind of struggle. They're too small to have their own business hubs. Maybe they're a far commute, but Cary is a great sweet spot. It nails both. It has its own jobs. It's close to all the headquarters. You have access to the downtowns, but it still feels like small town. In a little bit, I'm going to show you what it looks like by actually driving through some neighborhoods. But first, let's talk a little about downtown Cary, because that's where we are right now. All right, so we're going to start with downtown Cary, specifically downtown Cary Park, because that's where we are right now. They spent $68 million renovating this park, and it has revitalized all the businesses around it. They have an event today, it is bumping with people, and the restaurants and boutiques around it all benefit, and any housing that's walkable to downtown park has become quite expensive. The downtown park is 7 acres. It opened in late July 23. There's a Bark Bar, which is such a cute dog park with its own bar attached to it. Market 317, a coffee shop that's packed every morning. There's Skywalk right behind me for great views of everything. There's awesome events, fitness classes, cultural events, movie nights, concerts, public art displays, and more. Homes around this park have seen significant value increases just since it's been opened. You're looking at a median price of $715 for the smaller, more original homes. The new builds are around $1, $2, $3 million and up. As we're walking through here, you're going to see families, professionals, dog owners, everyone mixing together for a day out on the town. It really has a wonderful sense of community here. We'll circle back to this in a second. There's historic neighborhoods surrounding downtown, from early 1900s bungalows, mid-century ranch homes. These homes are going to run maybe starting at $600 if you're walkable to the park for something that's older, maybe not updated, and the new builds are getting more expensive by the minute. There's tree-lined character, there's sidewalks, and it's literally minutes from this amazing downtown hub. Wait till you see what happens when we head towards other luxury developments, though. Let's get in the car. So we're pretty close to downtown Cary Park. We are going to head towards Prestonwood, which is a really popular golf planned community in Cary. So there's a Greenway Trail entrance. Cary has a ton of Greenway trails which connect the city to different parks, the downtown Cary Park, Bond Park. They did a really good job with city planning and connecting through Greenway, and people really enjoy that about this town. So you can see there's more modest homes that are older, and then you'll see luxury new construction being built. Anything being built new close to the downtown Cary Park is going to be very expensive. And we're about to go through downtown Cary proper, give you a feel of what that's like. You can see a lot of different styles of homes here, historic properties all the way up to modernist new builds. So to the left is Bond Park, which is a really huge, beautiful park, and a lot of greenways connect to it. And it's a nice coup in Cary if your neighborhood has access to Bond Park. And pretty soon here, we're going to take a right into the Preston neighborhood, which is a planned golf community. On the right is the Prestonwood Country Club. And we are going to mill around the neighborhood there. So we're turning into Prestonwood. These are definitely pretty sizable homes. I'd say maybe you could get in for around $800. Definitely goes up from there. say most homes have at least 4 beds, 3 to 7 baths. We will loop around by the country club proper, and then I will take you in. So Prestonwood has 3 golf courses, pools, other facilities, all you'd expect at a country club neighborhood. And let's turn in and see some of the homes. So the majority are a bit older, maybe 80s, 90s, but there are some newer builds. About to pass by one up here. Of course, anything like on the fairway with the golf view is going to be more expensive. The sort of farther away homes on smaller lots are more affordable. There's a beauty right there. Okay. So the grounds are very manicured. You have access to crossroads, small area, and all sorts of amenities, shopping, groceries, all your daily life needs are definitely around easy access. The grounds are lovely and very manicured. Let's turn in here. Okay, so you can see a little golf happening on the left. It's definitely interspersed right in the neighborhood, all these golf courses. So there's different sections within Preston. We're turning down into Georgetown now, which is older, more modest homes. It's not right on the fairway, so these will be the less expensive homes in the area. If you like the feel of a golf neighborhood, but you still want to be pretty close to downtown Raleigh and, of course, downtown Cary, Preston can be a great option. Next, I'm going to drive you over to Lochmere, which is another very popular golf community here in Cary, and there's some estates there that are a whole new level of luxury. Are you enjoying this tour? Let me know in the comments. Make sure to like and subscribe, and of course, all my info is below if you are looking to make a move to the Cary or Raleigh area. So a lot of Cary has planned development neighborhoods, which is nice if you want a community pool or playground, things like that. It can be really helpful as a transplant to get to know your neighbors at the pool. Now you're probably wondering, well, what if I get hungry? Well, I'll tell you, there's a ton of options right here in Cary. You don't even need to go to another town. If you like a farmer's market, downtown Cary Park has an awesome one. It's every Saturday, and they have, of course, fresh produce and baked goods. And it's a real wonderful community feel. La Farm is a really popular cafe, bakery, coffee spot. It's a French-inspired bakery restaurant, so, quiche of the day, that sort of thing. There's also Bond Brothers Brewing, which is a really fun brewery outpost close to downtown. They have a rotating selection, food trucks. People enjoy that. Pizzeria Falusi is delicious. Bosphorus restaurant is always packed, super popular. There's Sap Modern Thai, which is consistently rated among the Triangle's best food. There's Heron's, which is the restaurant at the Umstead Hotel, which is in Cary. Bottle Dog Bites and Brews has a dog-friendly happy hour, which is super fun. And there's even a bar at the dog park in downtown Cary. Precious. People here really value local outposts, non-chain restaurants, mom and pop sort of feel. And if you want more, you have easy access to Raleigh and Durham and the rest of the Triangle. Speaking of, why do families prioritize Cary? I'll tell you why. Schools and parks. When it comes to rec centers and school ratings, they're very impressive here, and I will break down the numbers for you. Green Hope High School here in Cary has over 90% for math and readings ratings. People love that school. Mills Park Middle School, very similar ratings. Also a family favorite. Davis Drive Elementary also gets top ratings across the board. People love to be situated. There's medical outposts here as well. We're driving right by WakeMed Cary. They have a hospital here. It's very popular for having a baby. So come have a baby here in Cary. Now, when we talk about recreation, Cary did a great job with city planning. So there's 80 plus miles of greenway trails at Cary. And there's going to be over 137 miles once everything's completed. And it's fun because you can get around the city on your bike or on foot. So we're heading into Lochmere. It has a couple lakes, as you can see. We're passing over one. And it is a really beautiful golf community with a pretty big range of home prices. So Lochmere, similar to Preston, country club neighborhood. different price point options, including some townhomes, which we just passed. But unlike Preston, it has a really big lake, and you have private access to that lake when you live in the community. So there are 10 miles of walking and biking trails throughout Lochmere, and it is a beautiful, quiet area. There's a mix of lakefront and lakeview properties, and properties, of course, that don't back to the lake, and we're in a more modest part of Lochmere. I think this feels pretty relaxed for a country club neighborhood. It definitely feels upscale, but I would say it's fairly laid back. It's not pretentious or fussy feeling, and the trails go right through, which is really nice. So we're passing over one of the lakes now, and you can see in the distance homes with their own docks. They have boats and kayaks and all that. Of course, that's some of the more expensive real estate, as are anything backing to the fairway. So let's turn in here to the Suburb section, because this backs up to some greens and is really pretty. You can see that the homes are definitely feeling pretty luxurious here. Fall in the Triangle is particularly beautiful to me. So we get all the changing colors, but it's still pretty warm. Like it's 70 degrees today. In the Northeast, fall, it's already cold. So if Lochmere is not in your price point, West Cary is definitely cheaper. West Cary has a lot of new construction developments. It's definitely a friendlier price point. You still have access to everything. The new part of 540 is right around there. You're farther from downtown, but you still have easy access to downtown Cary, Raleigh, RTP, all that. And it's a great spot for, a first-time home buyer or someone just moving up in the real estate world, or if you just are not into golf and don't want to pay for a country club neighborhood, which I understand. Quality standards are definitely maintained in West Cary. It still feels very nice, and much of it is controlled by HOAs. And here in North Carolina, our HOAs mean business. They can foreclose on your home if you don't make right by them. So if you buy in an HOA, pay them. So Cary has the Cocoa Booth Amphitheater, which gets a lot of great concerts. They also have cultural events like the Chinese Lantern Festival, which is so fabulous. It goes on all winter through Christmas time, and I love taking my kids. We get the Twilight tickets that are happening during sunset time, and they are just so blown away by the lanterns. They're pretty amazing. There's also concerts at Bond Park's Boathouse. Those are typically free and really fun, family-friendly live music. There's 3 huge community centers, with indoor pools and lots of facilities. Cary Tennis Park has 32 courts. And then there's also lots of little local parks, which have tennis courts as well. And pickleball, which is obviously all the rage these days. Austin and Cary kids can walk or bike to school. And speaking of walking to places, let's just go over commute times. So if you're commuting to downtown Raleigh, I'd say about 15 to 20 minutes, depending on where you are in Cary. RDU Airport, same. It's about 15 minutes, depending on where you are. Research Triangle, also 15 minutes. You have direct access to Durham and Chapel Hill. Rush hour, I'd say you'd add about 10, 15 minutes during peak times. If you're moving from Atlanta, Chicago, LA, traffic here is not really going to register for you. Public transportation, there's bus routes, of course. Is the Triangle amazing at public transport like a city with a subway system? No. But there are bus routes here. They've also recently completed Fenton, which is an outdoor mall, I guess you could call it. It's got shops, of course, bars, restaurants, and it's mixed use. So there's apartments above it. It's very central to everything, and they're building that out a lot. You are definitely connected to the whole Triangle region if you live in Cary. So should you, take a job in a different city one day, start working in Durham or Raleigh or RTP, your commute is still going to be very manageable because this is very central. There's billions of dollars in the pipeline for Cary development projects, and I'll give you a rundown of more exciting ones. Alston Yards is a huge residential project near the planned Apple campus in RTP. $500 million total investment. There's going to be 950 units there. There's also 200,000 square feet of office space, 60,000 square feet of retail, so you can live, work, play all right there. Construction is going to start in 2026, and it's going to be about a 5-year project. There's also the Duke Health Green Level campus planned to be built. It's going to be a 40-bed inpatient facility. It will also have an emergency department and surgical services. And of course, that will bring a lot more great jobs. Completion on that is scheduled for 2027. I'll tell you about downtown developments. There's already been a ton of changes in the last few years, and there's more to come. Meridian East Chatham is 220 luxury units, and that is close to completed. They're still working on it. Chatham on Academy Street, which is definitely a very central hub of downtown, has Lloyd's full-service restaurant coming. They're converting a historic filling station into a restaurant, and I personally love when people repurpose original buildings around here. It helps keep the character. So from top-rated schools to an incredible downtown, billions of dollars of new development coming, Cary is really the whole package with easy access to the rest of the Triangle. If this tour has you thinking about buying in Cary or a different part of the Triangle, send me a message. This is all I do every day, is help families relocate here. All my info is below. And make sure to watch my next video. You won't believe the luxury that Raleigh's been hiding. I will take you inside the most prestigious spots in Raleigh where the ultra-wealthy live. See you next time.